Here we are with writing sprints. Um, Low-key edition because my head's been bothering me. I woke up mostly fine today. I'm repositioning. Mostly fine today. Like, it's at the point where I can feel the faintness, like in the background, the faint like tickles of the migraine. Um, but I still want to take it easy. Also, my stomach hurts, but that's because I ate Subway for dinner last night. And I don't know what it is with Domino's and Subway and the jalapenos they use, but mixed with the cheese, it really fucks up my stomach. So I just took meds, and they do not taste good with the coffee. Fun fact. I love that for me. We have a new timer set up for Pomodoro. Hi, good morning. How's it going? I don't know how many words I plan to write. I did 750 just because I was like, the chapter that I want to write today is gonna have more dialogue than all the others so far. But also it's from the character's point of view where it's more of like the poetic flowery language, which takes more work and time for me to write. But also like I don't think it's gonna take like a lot of words, but I feel like it's gonna take more than I think it is. So I was like it's somewhere between 500 and 1,000, and if it's some like as long as it's above 750, I don't mind. But yeah, that's what the goal is. I was thinking 500 sprints, so that's what I did last time, and that worked out. Let's finish before that. You just woke up. I believe in you. I'm gonna wake for 2 hours, I think now. I was supposed to wake up an hour early. But you know, sometimes when you have a migraine, you just accidentally sleep in an hour. I did it yesterday too, which is a pain in the butt because I wanted to finish the book I'm reading before sprints, but it didn't happen. I just watched YouTube for 2 hours. Hello. So yeah, that's the plan. I'm gonna write this chapter. I have a general idea of what I want to happen. I even like wrote it down and whatnot, but yeah, I don't know how I'm gonna do it exactly. That's another thing. I don't know exactly what's gonna like happen or how I'm gonna write it to do that, but you know, that's fine. Also, last week we reached over 5,000 words in it. I thought that wasn't gonna happen until this week. That tells you anything. But yeah, I'm just playing with my fidget toy right now. I found it. It was in with my makeup. We're just in a box right over here. I don't know. I put things in weird places. Oh, I don't need that folder open. I can close that. But yeah, that's currently the plan. I guess in a minute I'll start the first sprint. I have a new timer thing. I should actually make it so that I'm in the corner for the layout. Hear me out. But yeah, I got a new layout. It's it has a bunch of like ambiance choices you can do, right, for the timer. And I was like, you know what? I'm doing the wind. I like the wind one. So that's what I'm doing. It's a little loud though, and I don't know how to turn it down. Maybe if I go, is there like a settings? There is a settings. Doesn't look like I can, which is annoying. But oh well. I guess I'll set it up to start it. There we go. Yeah, it's like pretty loud. I don't know why. Like I have my computer volume to 6 for it, um, which is fine. You know, it's fine. Do this, and I guess I'll start the first sprint. Hello? No, this is the one I want. And then start the break. How far did I get? We'll never know. I have to lie. We will, because I will look. 285. That's about how much I wanted. I wanted to get about 250 each time. So, and that's with me having to go back and read the earlier chapters to be like, get my brain into the mindset of this writing style. And I think I got there. The difference is that those were written from the third POV for the most part. So despite the fact that's like similar writing style that I want to use for her chapters, it's still slightly different. So I still had to like figure out some stuff. But like as I'm typing it out, I'm like hearing it in her voice, the what I imagine her voice to be. So I think it's working. I don't know. Alleys are easier. I'm gonna be reading. I need to do school. I believe in you. You can do this school. Get some waking up things. I believe in you. I want to reheat my coffee, but maybe in the next room. I like how this timer thing has a thing that keeps track of when you do it and for how long and what the task is while you do it, so you can do that. Also, keep track of how many times you do it. Sprint for each task. Oh, it's real nice. And so you can like say, like you have, like your Kindle tells you have 50 minutes left in a book, so then you're just like cool and put 2 things on, like label it as 2 more pomodoros in until you finish it, and then it will like calculate how much time you have left with breaks before you finish all your tasks and stuff. It's cool. I like it. I just randomly found it yesterday because I'm me. Yeah, no, I figured 250 would be good because with 25 minutes, that's about 10 words a minute. With like me having to look up terms and stuff because I forgot the word cloak. I looked up medieval jacket term, and thankfully someone was like cloak, and I was like, thank you. And like the app I use for writing was like water skin. That's not a real word. So then I looked it up, and it is. It was like, that's not a real word. You gotta separate those. I was like, no, I'm pretty sure it's one word, right? That's why I looked it up. It is. Yeah, no, I feel like this is gonna be more closer to the 1,000-word range, being as I'm a third of the way through what I expected it to be around, and it's still the night they met, and most of the stuff's gonna happen when they wake up the next morning. So, and they like talk for the first time. So, yeah, that's what I gotta do. But like, yeah, she's about to go to sleep though, so that's good. But yeah, I love having to look up random things. It's great. Listen, I think the first time I did these, I had to look up what the texture of burnt flesh is. So I'm sure the FBI is very excited. The first thing I need to do is watch a lecture, and if I don't watch it every week, then my tuition is like 200. What? That's weird. I had this professor who he like technically did it before COVID, I think, where he would do this thing where he would record his lectures. So like if you missed class, oh my god, I found a puzzle piece. Anyways, I got distracted. I'll put that up in a second. So if you like miss a class, you can like I think he just record his notes for it, or like voice record it or something like that, so that if you missed a class, you could just listen to it and get the information. But you had to like prove that you listened to it, right? And then when COVID happened, he just like screen record all the class meetings and whatnot. And then put them on the sharing thing for the school. And he was like, okay, now if you miss uh and you gotta prove to me that you watch it. So I did miss one class one time. It was like pretty simple. Like you had to write like 5 sentences about it. Just to prove that like you watched it. Which like makes sense. So you didn't like overtly miss anything. Cause like the class was grant writing. So like if you missed one class about like this one step, then you won't be able to do the next step. So it made sense. It made sense. Um, but yeah, that's weird. I don't know why would they do it that way. I do. I should stop playing with my fidget toy. I'm happy I found it. Yes, it's a Wonder Woman one. We're not going to talk about it. It's like a thing that one of my college roommates got for me for like $5. I think it was my freshman year. Because that was around the time when fidget spinners became popular, and it was like annoying. Because like if you actually need a fidget toy, it's just like, well, I don't need one, but I prefer one. My thing during classes would just be spin my phone around in my old phone case. There was like a hole in the center, and I would just spin it around in classes, uh, which would like annoy other people sometimes. So she got me this. She found that for like $5 at work and got it for me. All right, next sprint, in which I'm going to pick up that puzzle piece because I will forget otherwise, and I don't want to accidentally vacuum it up at some point. So I'll talk to you all in 25. the way I didn't unmute myself, I got to 551, which is on par with what I wanted. Yeah, they woke it up. Conversation started kind of, but the main character scared talk stuff. And now I'm trying to figure out if you like if you cut your neck really deep, can you still talk? Like, she died from it, so in theory you can't talk, but she won't. She came back to life. So like can she in theory talk? And that's what I was looking up. Also, I was talking about like she has a nightmare, wakes up, right? And I was trying to figure out if I was using the right terminology for like her breathing, and I love it when I actually do. It's magical when that happens. So magical. But yeah, I did that. I'm looking that up right now. I watched about half the lecture on crochet to better run the blanket. Fine. I think my mom's crocheting a blanket right now. I went and I was like, "What you making?" And she was like, "Nothing." Because every time she starts to crochet a blanket, I'm like, "Mine." One time she was like, "I'll crochet." She found this really nice yarn, and she was like, "I'm gonna crochet with it." So she was like, "I'll just crochet with this." Blah 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 blah. And she brought it home, and then I see it, and 2 minutes later, I'm like, "Ooh, that'd make a nice blanket for me." And she was like, "Okay." And that's how I got my blanket for Christmas. Which she made for me. She finished it the morning of Christmas at like 5 a.m. and then washed it so that it would be all ready for me when I came down for Christmas morning. Which is hilarious. I didn't even get to unwrap it. The only thing I got to unwrap really was my Baby Yoda PJs that she found a Baby Yoda pajama set, and she was like, "Yeah, I need to get that for Rose." Completely understandable. Yeah, do that. Because she's also crocheted me for Christmas a Baby Yoda. I wanted to make me a book sleeve. She keeps on seeing patterns for them, and she's like, "You know what? I may do it soon." But yeah, she got like a new toaster because our toaster was dying, and she wrapped it up so that I could unwrap it because my sister had like a bunch of stuff, and I had like nothing because she just gets me money because she has this thing where she would for Christmas as a kid always get books, right? And so she like has a thing against getting people books for Christmas. She doesn't mind getting them for like birthdays and whatnot, but not Christmas. So instead of like buying me books for Christmas, despite the fact that I like books, she does this thing where she just gives me money and she's like, "Okay, now go buy your books yourself." And I was like, "Thanks, Mom." So that's what happens. I have bought books with it. I think both of them are over here. I also bought like a bunch of sticky notes, like see-through sticky notes and mini sticky notes, and my erasable pens and my erasable highlighters that are really nice. I really like them actually. A video game. One of my erasable. Look at these bad boys. They're so cool. My mini sticky notes. My tabs. All my see-through ones. I got a bunch of see-through sticky notes. And then 2 actual books that are actually right here. Did I need this one? No, but like, I want free shipping. Also, H's Christmas present I got with the money. And I also bought myself this one because like, I want to annotate it and reread it, so I bought it. And that works out because then I can get what I want in the moment. I should not reread in deeper waters. It is. I have too many books to read on my TBR this month. I do not need to read it again. It's so good though. I finished the crochet thing I was making for my parents on Christmas Eve. I love that. Made sure I had a Kindle holder. My mom would be neat. I love that. My mom also keeps on saying patterns for Kindle holders, right? And she's like, "Oh, maybe I should make you that." Gosh, I'll go over the time. And then and then H sent me a pattern she saw of like a crocheted books, like came with sizes for either a book sleeve or for your Kindle, right? And it was like this cute little heart thing. And she was like, imagine. I was like, oh my God, Mom. So my mom has a bunch of the patterns and whatnot. Yeah, no. I have like a wish list that I just send to her. That's what I did for my birthday. Yeah. That's what I did for my birthday, and she bought me 4 books, I believe. She bought me the 3 books in Mistborn Era 2, which I've read the first one and really liked. Which is good because I wasn't a big fan of the second or third books in Era 1, so I was like worried, but no, I like them. And then she also bought me, she was like gonna buy all the books on there. I was like, Mom, there's like 20, don't do that. So she bought me the first 4, because like the whole entire trilogy, and then the first one on the list was the anniversary edition of Vampire Academy, because like I had the version that was like right after the movie came out, so it has the movie poster. I'm like, I don't need a reminder. Shut up. And so she got me the anniversary edition that has like this really nice cover, which is perfect because the way that I have it set up on my shelves is it's on display, right? And so she just got me that one and then that trilogy. I was like, hell yeah. And then she found a Frozen, I think I have it on my stairs actually, a gift bag, right? That had Frozen on it. So she put it in those and then bought a bunch of candy at work and gave it to me. Oh, and she also got a card and put my dog's footprint in it and said that my dog signed it. My mom's better with birthdays than Christmas. I have more Cozy Mysteries, and then I do Dark Romance, which is so shocking. Yeah. You know, I was going to say I don't think I'd ask my mom for Dark Romances, but no, I probably actually would. She wouldn't care. I learned recently she hasn't seen the 2005 version of Pride and Prejudice, and I just bought it. That's another thing about with the money. I bought the movie, finally. Because I could watch it 5 times a year at least. So, like, buy it for $10 or rent it for like $2 to $3 each time. So yeah. She I'm gonna have to show her now, and it's like my favorite movie. I did watch it recently and then cried. I was having a bad day, so I just watched Pride and Prejudice and then cried. It's a good time. Been reading Dark Romance for 2 years and Cozy Mysteries for 6 months. I love that for you. You're the perfect person to complain about this with. I am reading a book right now. I started to read it 2 days ago. It's taking me this long. It's like 112 pages. I don't care if I'm going over the time. It's like 112 pages. And it's labeled as an erotica. I am 69, hilariously, percent into this book. And they haven't even kissed once. Like, it's gotten to the point where they recognize that they're both into the other one. And they almost kissed. And that's what we've gotten. And I was looking up reviews, and everyone's like, yeah, no, the sex scene isn't even that good, and there's one of them, so why is it erotica? Like, the most you get is, like, her thoughts about him almost constantly. But, like, every single time it ends with an ellipses before it gets good. Like, she's like, I just imagine what his hands would feel like running down my ... And it's like that, like, all the time. And it's annoying. I'm just bored. Yeah, no, I was feeling really bored and stuff. And so I was, of course, I'm reading it for the podcast too. So I'm taking notes and everything. And so my notes are just like, I'm bored. Where's the sex scenes? What is happening? What is the point of this? I'm just like the dinosaur stuff. Like, I don't even care about the romance anymore because I'm just bored. And so I looked up some reviews, and some of them were like, yeah, why is this labeled erotica? This is boring. You expect like a crazy book from the synopsis and title and all this stuff, but like nothing happens. And also there's one sex scene, so why is it erotica? And I was like, thank you. Yeah, I don't know why. It's also labeled is it labeled on Goodreads? I know it's labeled that on Storygraph, and I was like, are you sure about that? Yeah, it's not labeled it on Goodreads because people were like, no. And I think that's why it has such a low rating. I think it's because of like, you go into it from looking at the cover and read the synopsis thinking that it's going to be a fun, crazy rock with dinosaurs. You don't know if it's going to be actually with the dinosaurs or with the human guy, but like, you think it's going to be a good time. And then nothing happens actually. And I was like, So I think that's why I have such low ratings. Because, like, the writing's not bad. Yeah. You know, I'm not having a good time with it. I gotta finish it. I have like 38 minutes left according to my Kindle. I also have like 5 pages of notes. We don't need to talk about why. I'm crazy. I don't know why they should put me in charge of the podcast. Because this happens, but you know, that's fine. We should start the next sprint. I feel like I can finish this section either in this sprint or the next one. So I don't know if this is gonna be the last sprint or not. But yeah. On to the next one. Hi, Ellen. How much did I write this on? I got to 839. Oh, whoops. 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 I think I'll be able to finish it in the next sprint, and then we'll do one more after that where I'll walk the dogs and we'll end off. So 2 more sprints. But yes. Hello, Helen. How's it going? I have some yogurt. I got the yogurt out to snack on while I write. I'm cold. The way my computer's like, it's snowing outside, and I looked outside and it's sunny. Me thinks someone is wrong. Just saying, just saying. I'm just gonna well, I'll just eat and I'm having my coffee. I believe in you. Also, after this, I want to stream, but I don't know what game to stream, right? Because I know I'm not gonna stream tomorrow. And I may Wednesday afternoon after reading sprints, but I don't know. And then Thursday I may, I don't know. And then Friday I probably will. So I'm trying to decide what to do. For that. It's currently between, I kind of low-key want to finish my mushroom house, but I'm not sure. Or I could like play Stardew Valley, or I could start another game. Or I could just play Subnautica again. You know, that's also an option. We always love that option. Poll, oh my god. Yes. The way the application I'm using to write told me wide is not a word. Like, why apostrophe? Is it apostrophe? D. We do not need to hear double me quick. Oh, I pressed it just in time. No, that's not what I wanted to do. Start a poll. Hell yay. Should I stream after? Do we like the new timer, Helen? There's different ambiance sounds you can do in the background during like the actual Pomodoro actual like timing timer. Right? I have it on wind because I like it. I'll let this go for the duration of the next sprint, probably. Yeah, you like it? Cool. I found it randomly yesterday. It's technically a Google Chrome extension, but like it's nice because it tells you how much time you have left on the little Google Chrome extension thing. But like it's like pops out as its own thing. Which is nice because then my Chrome extension that makes it so I speed up like everything I watch, including timers, it doesn't affect it. I checked yesterday. So that's real nice. So I can listen to audiobooks while I stream with this timer. What's the other thing? Stardew Valley Expanded Mod. Start keeper. Oh, wait a second. First playthrough. What's the other one that I want to do? Oh yeah, Minecraft. Finish mushroom. Subnautica. I don't know. Here's the thing. I don't know if it'll um okay, the graveyard keeper, the parentheses has to be right next to it because it was one exactly one character too long. Um for this brand in the break, I was eating something I've been eating twisting all week. A papaya filled with homemade whipped cream, and honestly, it was disgusting. I'm intriguing. Anyways, there's the poll. So I'll learn to check it after the sprint. I don't know if Subnautica will work. I mean, it should be fine because, like, technically, it's a gaming computer. Like my dad built it to be a gaming computer, so like, because like Subnautica has a lot of graphics. Hear me out. And all this stuff. But like, the computer specifically has the stuff to actually load good graphics. So like maybe it will be fine. I don't know though. So I may have to test it beforehand and all that stuff. So that was like why I mostly was thinking maybe not that one, like test it beforehand some other day. Like, do I honestly need to play if I lower the quality should be okay? It probably is, should, but like I wanna test it before I actually stream it, right? Do I need to play it again? No, but like I have the urge to just craft in that game. I don't know why. Like the story is pretty cool, but like I've already played the story. Who cares? I want to craft, especially since like right after I finished playing is when they added that super large room, like rectangular room from the second game, the Below Zero, into the first one. I was like, if only they had this portion for this game. And then they edited it the day after I finished the game. And I was like, I am calling the police. Like, what the hell? So I'm not sure about that one. But I also want to play Graveyard Keeper. But also, like, I'd like to finish my Mushroom House finally, please and thank you game. Like papaya and whipped cream? Well, that's just sad. This is just sad. That's just sad. Anyways, I'll start the next sprint. I think it tells you when we be working. I can also do full screen, but maybe for the last one. But yeah, I'll talk to you all in 25. Hello? I mean, do we want to do a long break this time? I can if this is done though. I don't know. 1038. I finished it. You can tell from me marking it as done. Which is about as long as I expected. I expected somewhere between 7,500 and 1,000. So the fact that it was just over 1,000 makes sense to me. It's done. I also planned what the next chapter is going to be in the next few bits. Because, like, before, currently, the next section I have written down in my timeline is Vikings. Which, currently in the timeline, it is 6:03. And the Vikings are 9:12. Explain to me how am I supposed to get from point A to B? So I was like, excuse me, why am I like this? So I went back and I added some stuff because like I realized that I can add notes on the side, not only about the section that I'm writing, but like the next one, and also like a synopsis thing. So in the synopsis, I write what I want the next chapter to be when I make the thing, the header, right? So I write in like what I want the next chapter to be, and then any notes for future stuff. Also, Dion showed up. Give me a hot second. I'm putting my pen back away because I didn't know what to do after the fact. Well, I put on socks so I can walk the dog during the next sprint. I was scrolling through Instagram because there was like 3 minutes left, and then DM Lurie, is that how you pronounce her last name? Who is an author. I own one of her books. I need to read it. Has a thing on like, you can't really see it, on her Instagram. I was just scrolling and it just says someone's next favorite book is the one you're currently writing. Don't give up. And I went, cool, thanks for that. And then put my yogurt away. And then opened up my journal so I can update this because I haven't updated it. I didn't update it for like since like the first week of February until last week. So I'm adding stuff in now. Like when I go live on Twitch. Also, I haven't updated when I did sprints today. I don't think I updated when I did sprints on Thursday either. I gotta put that in too. But don't worry, I have all the podcast episodes and the read with me's in here. Oh boy, why am I like this? Anyways, Dion showed up. Hi, Dion. Oh, I gotta end the poll. Well, according to the poll, I am playing Minecraft after this. End poll. There, I can close this tab. Oh yeah, also I was looking up how punctuation works. Because like there's this thing where there's like she has in her thought process is like questioning a bunch of stuff. I'm like, if I do a colon instead of a semicolon and make the list that way, can I do like punctuation in it? Like question marks? And it was like, yes. I was like, cool. Maybe the papaya wasn't super flavorful and the whipped cream tasted weird. Maybe. I have issues with like homemade whipped cream sometimes, so and this is when Dion arrived. If it would click, there we go. I had to get more yarn for my blanket and watch a little more of the lecture. Not finished. How long is this lecture? Because you didn't do the first one. I think you were doing waking up things during the first sprint. So if you remove that 25, we've been doing this for an hour and wait, I can't do math. I think it's an hour and 15 minutes that you've been doing that. If I can math. A bunch of highs to Dion. Dion saying hi back. Finish next week. Now you yelling at me to play Graveyard Keeper. I do want to play it. I've like started it multiple times, but I've never finished it. Right? Like I've never gotten really far in it, and I want to actually play it. And you know how I will do that? By streaming it. Maybe we'll see. I want to finish the Mushroom House though. We'll see. Let's see. I won't be streaming tomorrow, but I could also start Graveyard Keeper Wednesday, but I could also I don't know. It depends if it's downloaded or not. If it's downloaded on the computer, I'll just Graveyard Keeper. How about that? Or I could do Graveyard Keeper next week. Yeah, that's true. Yes, I totally did read that wrong. It's an hour long. I watched them in the second sprint and in this sprint, so 50 minutes. Okay. You should finish in this sprint though. Yeah, you'll finish in the last sprint. There you go. I had to get yarn attached it to my blanket, so I have 2 minutes left. Oh yeah, you can totally finish it in the next sprint. Up into 3 times speed. That's what I do. Me and my shenanigans with my 3 times speed. Dude, I'm so excited to read things we never got over just because. Yes, it is also for the podcast, so I have to take notes for it. Why do I have 5 pages of notes for 112 erotica? That's not actually erotica. We do not know. I'm not even finished with it. But like Unleashed is taking me a long time because I'm taking notes at the same time and whatnot. But the things we never got over when I have both audiobook and ebook, so like I can listen along while I write out notes, which is what I did for Carmilla. But also I found out, I was like, wait a second, this is a more popular book. This is like a book that normal people read. What if there's a plot summary online? And there is, so I don't have to go into detail about the plot. I just gotta write down my thoughts, which is easy. I've been curious about that game, but I've never actually seen any playthroughs of it. Yeah, I've owned it for a while, and it's the art style and vibe of it gives me initially Stardew Valley, but then you get into like selling people's flesh and stuff like that. So then it gets a little not like that. But there's like you got to do all these steps to do all this stuff. You got to build all these things. You have this little area that you're working on. There is farming in it too, and all this stuff. I think I've gotten kind of far into it, but like nowhere's near the end. Because it's like I haven't seen playthroughs of it really either. I've seen like people starting the game, and then I was like, hey, I want to play that. Bought it. Never watched any more playthroughs because I want to play it myself, and it's been years. So I should actually play the game. But yeah, I'll for sure play it then, because I wasn't sure if anyone would actually like watch me play it. But if you'll buy it, I'll play it. But also it's like an excuse to get me to play it. Your mushroom house in Minecraft. Is it a house in a mushroom, or is it the house it looks like? The house looks like a mushroom. I could totally show you. Here, let me pull it up. It looks like a mushroom. I have an actual house that is a windmill already. Because I'm me. There's a giant windmill. It's not like that giant. I've built a bigger one before. And then kind of near that, on another hill, I have a shop that I sell all my produce. Dion, did you take produce and give me a diamond, or was that Jeff? So when I went on the day before yesterday, I think that was the day before yesterday, or maybe it was yesterday when I was testing the shaders and stuff. It was like there was a diamond in there, and I was like, is that Dion or is that Jeff? Because hot take, you're the only other two there. Okay, I assume it was Jeff then. I told him to take the cookies of his own free will. I swear if he paid for them, I'm going to give him back his diamond. But I have my little shop that has a loft space above it where you can sleep. I also built a barn that also has a loft space above it where you can sleep. But that's elsewhere in our little area. And then I built a well. It's cute. I kind of like it more with the proper leaves in it mixed in there, but I'm not sure about it. And then I have a mushroom house that I'm building currently. You know what? Also, I want to play Sons of the Forest. Cough, cough. I know what the ending now is. Where's the mushroom house? Not the ad. Don't worry, it's like multiple times speed. Maybe the Hopper. I'm trying to decide between currently one of the wizard towers, because there's like 3. I'm 5 minutes into it. Someone remind me. There we go. This is what it looks like. Wait a second. This is what it looks like. This is what it looks like. But yeah, I'm contemplating doing either my library next, but I don't know if I have enough of the gemstone stuff. I'm not sure. Or not the lighthouse. This tower with the blue wood from the nether, right? Either way, I'll have to go to the nether because like I want to use the purplish redwood from the nether for this one. But also I could do the hobbit hole, but I don't know where I'm going to. Never mind, I do know where I could place it. There's like behind where I have the shop, there's like this little hill cave thing going on there, so I could transform that into the hobbit hole. So you know, yeah, I don't either. This is the first time I've ever built like this in Minecraft. Yeah, no, I've built the only time I've really built anything seriously before this is on this old server with my dad and my sister, where in the exact like my dad made this whole entire grid thing and all this stuff. In the exact middle, I built a giant windmill that's like 10 times the height of my current one. In this server and made a farm around it and like had a bunch of animals in it and all the stuff. Like I didn't live in it. And other than that, I don't really build much in Minecraft. I don't really like it, but like they changed the mining system and basically everything I know about Minecraft. So I was like, well, fine, I'll build. Also, I play on my iPad sometimes. So, you know, so does Dion. So, you know, you're not the only one. Peaceful mode, real nice. You don't have to worry about things. Yeah, I don't understand the mining system anymore. I'm pretty sure I could figure out in like 5 seconds, but I don't care anymore. And people keep on giving me diamonds for things, so that reminds me, I may have enough gemstone stuff because I think Jeff gave me a bunch, like over a stack, like the amethyst stuff. And he just took like normal potatoes. He didn't take the cooked potatoes, which is weird. But you know, I'm not gonna question it. I'm not gonna question Jeff. I'm just gonna accept this as my life. Yeah, I haven't properly played Minecraft in like a long time. Like the last time I properly played Minecraft and really paid attention to what was happening was around the time that they added bees. Like it was a little bit before they added bees, right? Like when they added bees, I was still paying attention to like the updates. And so I was like, cool, bees. And then I didn't really play anymore after that. So it's been a good few years. So I'm still used to like strip mining and having a good time that way. I like strip mining. But now I have to find like actual cave systems and stuff. Yeah. And I'm not sure how I feel about it. Anyways, did I save the thing? You know what? I'm going to just save again. Just to be sure. And then we can close it. And then... Snows are fine and I I love that for you. I do have a strip mine that I started before I learned that was a thing. Give me a hot sec. I'll switch back to these. Or I'll just make my task walk dogs. Just be careful where you're walking so you don't fall into a lava hole. Oh, I fell in so many lava holes when I was in the nether. It's fine. We have lose inventory off, which is nice. I love that for us. Makes it so nice. Okay. Okay. There we go. I will start this timer and I will go walk the dog. So I'm going to turn off my camera, right? But I'll talk to you all in 25 for after the last sprint. There we go. That's the last sprint. I walked dogs, and then I played with dogs. Then I turned on the other computer so that I can stream, and then I played with dogs. Listened to some Celine Dion, as you do. You know, it's a good time. And then what did I do? I checked if the meat that like for dinner can go in the freezer or not freezer, the fridge because it's gone. It's not. I made a second cup of coffee. Finished updating my journal. That's underneath the computer to make it so it doesn't go crazy with the fans. Finished the lecture. Hell yeah, I'm so proud. Look at you go. But yeah, did that stuff. And I think that's it. Oh, stop sharing this tab, please. And yeah, listen to my dogs on the bed, but in their sleep. Texted Bestie because like the puzzle piece I found is the missing piece from the puzzle that I did. Like I started in January. You can see it in vlogs. And I didn't finish it until recently because like most of it is this basically white. Right, and so there was one piece missing. Finally found it. It was in here. I don't know why. It was like underneath one of the bags in here, and I think the only reason I was able to find it is because I was vacuuming the house Saturday. And so when I did, I like pushed the bag out of the way, and I saw it just like earlier today, right? So I was like, I found it, and she was like, "Did you put the puzzle back in the box?" I was like, "Yeah." And she's like, "Fuck." And then I sent her a picture of the dogs. I was like, "I'm questioning them. Who put them in this? Which one of them put the puzzle in this room?" And she was laughing at my cute puppies because they're cute. But yeah, she's the one that bought me the puzzle. So she went into a bookstore to buy me a book and got me the puzzle, but forgot to get me a book for Christmas. You know, good times. Finished a short story. We love that. And got last cup of coffee for the day. We also love that. I'm on my last cup too. Sad. I almost had 3 the other day, which is not good, but also I've been so tired recently that I like what is Bucket List of the Dead, Theon, and why do I want to read it just from the title alone? Anyways, I've been tired recently, so I've been like going to bed at like normal times. What? Like I almost fell asleep reading Dino Stuff last night, which tells you about how great the romance is in this romance book. It's not. I'm 69% of the way. They haven't even kissed yet, and it's labeled as erotica. If that gives you an idea. I like the dinosaur stuff. If they mention iguanodon and my notes just say me, is just me in all caps, like, if there's an iguanodon. It's very important for childhood me that there's an iguanodon. That was my favorite dinosaur as a kid. I was a dinosaur kid. But, you know, that's fine. I gotta finish that book. Don't want to. It's not gonna take long. According to my Kindle, it's gonna take like 40 minutes. Nothing. I was just on Goodreads and I saw that you read this manga called Bucket List for the Dead, and I was like, what is it? I want it. Just off the title alone. Yeah, no, I went to, because I was bored AF, and I was like, what the hell is this? Like, because I went to check if it's labeled as a rock. It's not on Goodreads, but it is on Storygraph. And so I was like, what is this? And so I went to look at some reviews, and I didn't like read them in detail, but I like glimpsed at some of them, and like the 2 I liked were like, yeah, no, this is boring, and why is it labeled as erotica? And I was like, thank you. I'm not the only one. Yeah. My cat's breath smells like coffee. She definitely stole some. I am allergic to something. I don't know. I had a horrible allergic reaction last night. It's a good time. No, my dog likes coffee and try lattes. My dog will try to drink coffee if it's sitting on like a counter she can reach. So sometimes I have to like put up higher. That's why it goes up on the top of my bookshelf, so she can't reach it. I can barely reach it. But also there's like this one time when she was a little baby. I think she was like 4 months old. We went to Maine to visit my dad's parents, right? And she was like still a puppy, so we brought her with us because she was small enough to fit in the car with all 4 of us and all this stuff and all that. And I got a giant latte at the Dunkin' Donuts on the way, and she was trying to drink it. Also, Ivy will try to drink coffee sometimes. It's a good time. They're weird dogs. I have really weird dogs. Oh, my sister's Snapchatting me. I also send all my Snapchat streaks. Where is it? Oh, she just said puppy. Yeah, it was a dog that I was walking. Of course, Bella decides she needed to go as far into the woods she possibly could to go to the bathroom, but that's beside the point. I'm gonna end sprints and probably take like maybe half an hour max because I'm not that hungry. Off and then I'll be on Twitch. I'm playing with this too much, which like means it's a good thing I found it, but like not good for this. It's fine. It's fine. But yeah, I'll go finish the mushroom house in like half an hour. So I'm gonna wave awkwardly while StreamYard takes a sweet time to end because sometimes it takes a bit. So